Okay, so what's up everybody? My name is Ralph from TechRS and today we are back with another tech news. Okay, so today we're back with another tech news. We're going through the latest articles that we can find on the internet about exciting tech and all the new features about them. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so the first article we have right here is this Samsung nailed the folding screen. Of course, we are talking about the new Samsung's Galaxy Z Flip, which I think, it is a good phone, but still, I don't know, it isn't that useful yet because it's still, when you fold it, of course it's small, but it's still very thick. So when you put it in your pocket, it will still be a fairly thick phone. But what they say here is that it of course has a folding phone, AMOLED screen, ultra thin glass, which makes the folding possible. But what they say right here is that they don't expect Apple to follow within the next few years to follow with a flip phone, because Apple isn't that into folding phones yet. And they still don't have the technology. They're also said right here that in 2019 and in 2018 there were already some leaks about folding glasses. And also guys from Gorilla Glass, which makes also really tough screen protectors, also helped within this process. And it's really good. Then we got right here the Acer Flip C436 is actually buyable right now. You can get it but it is pretty expensive, starting at $800. For the rest, it is a very powerful laptop. You got a 13-inch screen. It weighs just 2.58 pounds, which is a fairly light laptop. It got a 180p touchscreen, so you got an HD touchscreen. It isn't highest resolution, but because it's such a small screen, it will not be that noticeable. Of course, it isn't that small. 30 inch is still quite big, but like the monitor I use right now is a 27 inch, and there it is more use. You can see it faster when the resolution isn't that high, but for a screen like this is perfect. It got a 10th generation Intel Core processor, 16.8 gigs of RAM, and 512 gigabyte of SSD, and a Wi-Fi 6 and a Bluetooth 5.0 connection. So for the specs, pretty good. As I said, 16 gigs of RAM is good. It's fast. You will be able to do some low-end gaming, not the most heavy games, but still, it isn't a gaming computer laptop, so that you could expect from that. Then 512 gigs of SSD. Of course, SSD is really useful. It's a fast drive, but 512 gigs is enough if you do it for work. But when you are doing it for gaming, if you have to install your games on it, it isn't that much. But again, this isn't a gaming laptop, so if you're looking for a gaming laptop, this one might not be in your list of what you want. Then it also has a fingerprint reader. It got 2 USB-C ports, as well as a backlit keyboard, so your keyboard will light up in the dark. So when you're typing in the dark, you will see it, of course. A battery can last up to 12 hours, of course. With a charger, you will be fine. Those 12 hours they say right here is of the specs. They also say right here that another Project Athena laptop claimed that it has only 8 hours of battery life. And the reviewers of this site of The Verge, The Verge is a really good site for your tech news, says they only got over 4 hours in charge, which is not that much at all. Also, this laptop comes in 2 color, transparent silver and aerogel white. So you get a silver version and a white version. So this is more for work. So you get a really nice and small design for this laptop. So overall, good laptop. Don't use it for. I would personally not use it for gaming because of the storage isn't that big. So most of the games wouldn't fit in it. But still, 16 gigs of RAM, you can play some games on it. Next up, we got the PS5 versus the Xbox Series X. Both dual upcoming consoles. They both say that the specs are really high and that they are fast and good consoles, but we will have a look at it right now. They have pretty similar specs, so both fast all SSD storage, 16 gigs of RAM. They got a CPU and a GPU made by AMD, which is a company that makes GPUs and CPUs. One of the biggest actually that makes GPUs and CPUs. So for those things, not really that noticeable difference, but when you jump right deeper into the specs, what we are going to do now, you will find the differences between the Xbox Series X and the PS5. So let's do it. Okay, so when you jump deeper in the specs, you will find out that the PS5 uses more intelligence, actually pretty incredible intelligent hardware optimization and custom silicon. But what you will find out as well is that the Xbox Series X has a more powerful GPU. So that is like, it is comparable with each other because they also use the same GPUs and CPUs. They both have the AMD Zen 2 generation CPUs and the AMD Navy-based graphics chipsets. So they do share the same hardware. Because of those optimizations in software, you will find out that the Xbox Series X will give more brutal force power, while the PS5 has a more smarter, intelligent hardware optimization. But the PS5 actually has one big advantage. The storage speed of the PS5 is much bigger than the one of the Series X, which makes it faster to install games, as well as that you will not look at the loading screen as long, and it is actually capable of doing 5.5 gigabytes per second, but this will actually transform to 8 to 9 gigabits per second when compression is used, while the Series X only can do 2.4 gigabits per second and with compression 6 gigabit per second, but still that's just not as fast. With compression, it is almost as fast as the PS5 does without compression, and the PS5 doesn't slow down the rest of your PS as well. So that's a big advantage. So what it says right here is that the Xbox Series X actually has a bigger SSD, it has a 1 terabyte drive, while the PS5 has a 125 gigs of drive. But both of them will actually be able to buy extra storage if you need them, so external storage or internal storage when you order it. So, but still 1 terabyte. You can still put quite a lot of games on them, especially console games. And of course, when are they coming out? They will be coming out in holidays 2020, both of them said. So in summer 2020, we will expect the new PS5 and the Xbox Series X. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really excited about it. So let's jump to the next one. Then we're going to look at the best gadgets in 2020 for Wired recommends. Wired is the website I used. I will also put all the links down in the description with all the links to those websites. So let's look what they got. Yeah, of course, the headphones, the Sony 1000XM3s. They are really good headphones, I do agree. They only weigh 255 grams. They have 30 hours of battery life, which is a lot for a headphone. And they have noise cancelling, actually pretty good noise cancelling. And they have this nice feature where you put your hand over your right ear cup. It will actually have a hear through motor, so you will be possible to hear what is around you. Then next up we got the Dell XPS 13, the 2019 version. Okay, I agree. It is a good laptop. It is pretty heavy, 1.2 kilograms. It has a 21 hours of battery life, and it has a 30.3 inch 180p to 4K display. Again, 4K, pretty impressive for a laptop. But it will cost you $1,200, which is a lot for a laptop. Okay, then next up, the Apple iPhone 11. This is a really good smartphone. You got a 6.1 inch LCD ultra wide. You got a 6.1 inch LCD screen, 10 hours of battery life, and it got a 12 megapixel wide and an ultra wide camera. So again, for pictures, taking pictures, this is really good camera. 12 megapixels in a smartphone is a good camera, but again, it is for a phone pretty expensive, $700 for the iPhone 11. When you want a Pro, this will be a lot more again, around, I think it was around $900,000 for the Pro. And then for the Bluetooth speaker, the UA Mega Boom 3, which I already reviewed. There will be a link in the description for this video as well. I do agree, but I tell you all about it in the video. Then they also came out with the iPad Air. Again, good iPad. I don't use iPads a lot or tablets because I am not a big fan of the big screen, and I don't use touchscreen as much as well, only for my phone. So, but still, 10.5 inch screen, 10 hours of battery life, and 456 grams of weight. $480 it says right here, but so that isn't quite a lot, and you get a pretty powerful iPad Air from it. Then next off we got the 4K TV, the Panasonic DX55 is a TV with a 55 inch 4K OLED screen. It got a My Home screen, so it is a smart TV, and you got two connections. You got actually 4 HDMI 2.0 connections, a USB and a Wi-Fi connection. It is expensive though, 2.5K. It costs $2,500, which is a lot for a TV, even with that specs. And if you want the 65 inch version, you even have to pay $1,000 more, so it will be $3,500 for a TV, which is a lot. But when you want a really good TV, it might be worth it, but still, it is a lot. And then next up we got the gaming laptop, the MSI GA75 Raider. Yeah, okay, I get it. It is a freaking fast laptop. It got a 17.3 inch 180p screen, an RTX 2070 in a laptop, which is impressive. And it got 512 gigabytes of SSD and an extra terabyte of HDD. It do cost a lot though, $2,200, which is a pretty high, so it is a really high-end laptop, but still, for the guys who game a lot and especially on the road, with this you will be able to play every game you want. Even the pretty heavy games, and still for a laptop is this pretty impressive, because still they are small, they are thin, they are, I don't know, I think it's impressive for a laptop. Then for the wireless speakers, of course, Sonos, again, of course, yeah, I agree. We have a Sonos speaker at home here ourselves. I will make a video about it, I think. They are got an Alexa and a Google Assistant. They are Wi-Fi connected, and you will be able to play Apple AirPlay on those. They sound really good. I can say that I'm a big fan of them, Sonos overall. So the next article is all Microsoft events will be digital only until July 2021. So because of the coronavirus, which is going on right now, Microsoft is planning to do all of their meetings and all of their upcoming events online, which I personally, I don't know, it is, of course it's good for the virus, but it isn't the same vibe as when you see it live. So it is something they have to look at, but I don't know. I think they will do it pretty good, and especially with the capabilities they have, I think they will put down still big events online. So excited about that. And then next up, the Google updates the Pixel 4 with eyes open fix for face unlock. So of course the Pixel 4 came out lately and it got a new update for the face unlock. So what this article says right here is that the Pixel 4 actually got a new update. You will now have more security for your face unlock, but you will actually be able to turn this off. So if you don't want the extra security, you can turn it off in your settings. Thanks guys for watching. If you like this video, consider subscribing, leave me a like, turn on that little bell, and I will see you guys in the next one.